friend of the show. We've talked about many friends of the show today. It's great. It's so great to have reoccurring guests and friends and coming back. And we talked about Rotimi, and today now we're going to talk about quickly because I have to go to work. Unfortunately, Ashley Ehas is running again against Brian Fitzpatrick. So, for those who may be unaware, who are just new to the show, I am from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and I live in the first congressional district, which is, I think, might be at this point the only 2016 Hillary district that was won in 2018 by a Republican, and then subsequently still held by that Republican. At the time, I think in 2018, I believe there was 3 districts in the country, not in just Pennsylvania. That's how narrow we're looking. Now, Brian Fitzpatrick benefits from a number of things here in Bucks County. His brother was the congressman before him, and he has been the congressman since 2016. And in 2022, Ashley Ehas ran against him. She lost, but put up a valiant effort. The thing is, there are groups, there are people that for the longest time have looked at Pennsylvania's first congressional district and said, we can't beat Brian Fitzpatrick. He's too this, he's too that. We don't want to invest our money there. We've talked about it on the show, but in recent months, the DCCC, Emily's List, a bunch of other, groups, PACs, all different types of organizations have started to look at Pennsylvania's first congressional district and said, okay, we actually should be paying attention to this district. Now, Ashley announced her campaign last week. I recorded a little video. Go to my Twitter, you can find it. But she has raised over $100,000 since announcing her campaign, which is amazing. But I highlight those or other organizations because the money is a large factor in this race. This is the sad part of politics, and especially for young, just young politicians in general, but specifically Democrats, because there isn't just a $1 billion donor like for Clarence Thomas that's going to say, hey, here, Ashley, here's $500,000. And of course, there are different regulations for running for a federal election, but those rules are, if you have a super PAC, you can do whatever you want, basically. I say this because this congressional seat needs to be won. If we want to have a majority in the House in 2024, after re-electing Biden or whoever the Democratic nominee is, we want to hold on to the Senate. We want to re-elect Bob Casey. Bucks County is the key Pennsylvania. It's one of the 3 collar counties that I would consider the key. As a swath there, I guess, if that's the right word. The 3 of them combined are the turning point for the state, and if those counties go blue, most likely the state will go blue. Ashley is a combat veteran. She supports reproductive rights. She supports labor rights. She supports expanding healthcare. Me and her, again, disagree. I support Medicare for all, but she at least wants to push for more inclusive healthcare. Again, this is where as Democrats, we can disagree on these smaller. I mean, it's not a small issue, but we could disagree on the minutiae of how we implement things and still support each other. I donated to Ashley's campaign. I don't donate to campaigns. Like, that's really not my thing. I don't have the money to do it, and also I just don't want to be put on a million lists. But I'm put on the lists anyway, so I donated to Ashley. I think you should too. If you want to help flip this district, the only way we're going to do it is by getting money into her campaign early, because early money. I should make sure I include this in my book, in the one of the chapters, but I think it's already in there. But early money gets more money. When you run a campaign, whether it's for dog catcher or it's for the presidency, the more money you have early, the more money you get throughout the campaign, because it shows that you have legitimate fundraising skills, which is silly, but that is a skill that people need, unfortunately. So Ashley raising $100,000 in a week is astronomical, but she's going to need a lot more. So if you can, go to the link below. I'll put a link in there. Donate to her campaign, and let's flip Pennsylvania's first congressional district in 2024.